What is up? What is up? It is me. It is I. I am the greatest there is, the greatest there was, and the greatest there ever will be. I am greatness personified. Myself. Yes, yes. Oh, yes, Stoney greatness. Yes, it is me. Yes, greatest ever.
You felt that. Yeah, I felt that with you.
Yeah, all day. Yeah.
If I would have known we were wearing our branded shirts, I would have put my shirt on.
Yeah, you always have your shirt on. You sitting on branded merchandise now.
Like, how many people wish they could say I'm sitting on my own face?
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
It's just got X-rated.
It's just Oh, and that's because I'm here with the man of the hour because he's a myth, the legend, the activist, the author, the conqueror, the educator, the entertainer, philanthropist, the Hall of Famer.
I always forget that
one. Yes.
I always forget that one.
Mm-hmm. The best blanket that you will ever have. So show some respect and bend the knee because they come from all across the world to see. The man who wears the crown that hangs 2 inches from the ground.
Oh, thank you.
Exactly 2 inches.
1.5 inches.
Here's your king. Here's my king. Here's King Kevyn.
Well, thank you. That was a good introduction. Thank you for that, man. Y'all can simmer down. Thank y'all for your love. We really appreciate it. Thank you guys for tuning into another episode of the GreatMines Show. I'm so happy to be back here with you guys. Before we get started, make sure that you comment, that you subscribe to the channel, make sure that you like, share the video with others so they can join in on the conversation. We are talking about RuPaul's Drag Race season 17, episode 8.
Yes.
If you've been watching, join us in the conversation in the comment section below. We want to know what you thought about these queens, what you thought about the Rusical.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a good one. Well, us anyway.
Yeah.
Because I feel
always bring the conversation. I would say that in the grand scheme of Rusicals, this one's a middle of the road.
It definitely felt like
Rusical. The overall tone of the episode was definitely it felt like a transition episode, like just to get through to the next one.
I have a problem with that.
So
you know me. Yeah. I'm ready. All right. So before we get into the episode and talk about the episode, I have to. Okay. First off, what's up, Reggie? Second off, I want to shout out Reggie, because this is year 2 for him. He has been participating in a campaign in New York State called HIV Stops With Me, and they just released their new campaign. I'm a CEO. And he is telling his story, and he's being brave, and he's being an advocate for our community. So I wanted to take a minute to say thank you for everything that you're doing in our community. Keep up the great work. I'm proud of you. All right.
Look at that.
So back to Drag Race. I want to talk about the parts, the drama, the Rusical itself, and then the runway. But as you said, overall, this episode, I feel like y'all picked the wrong episode to be the little push, like you said, the push episode.
Yeah.
This
the Rusical is not a push.
I love you too.
The Rusical is not a like a push type of thing.
It's not. It's one of the highlights.
Yes, there are certain tent poles that we have with Drag Race. We know that there's going to be a ball challenge where they have to, and the ball challenge is also a design challenge because your third look is something that you make. We know that there's at least one design challenge. Then we have the
makeover challenge,
the
snatch game,
the snatch game,
RDR Live.
RDR Live has become
become a staple.
It's become a staple.
I think that's the thing. There are challenges that are staples,
right,
and are highlights of the season, each season.
The Rusical, like you said, the makeover challenge. Once we get to the final four,
Right.
or the final five, you know what I mean. So it's like we understand. You've set a precedent, and you got it, and those are the components of a winning formula. All right, you don't fuck it up. Okay, like RuPaul says, don't fuck it up. All right, but what we're doing here by having the snatch game way too early is that we are, kind of diminishing.
Put a pin in that. Not only having snatch game way too early, but saving two queens throughout the competition. You pushing everything back, and you kind of need.
You're diluting the quality, of the temp poles, and the temp poles are what make the goddamn series. Okay, like. And then y'all are producers. If y'all are going to save, you know what I mean, pick a couple of ones who for a fact are going to be like in the end game, and make sure that they make it to the end game. Like,
I mean, y'all, the show and the game is in your hands, producers.
Basically.
So, like, I mean, give us a good show and make it make sense.
Right.
But I mean, the season isn't over, though.
It's not making much sense.
It's not, but I'm saying the season isn't over. Because
don't get me wrong,
there might be
always rises
twist.
to the top. The cream always rises to the top, and of the group that we have, the cream is rising to the top. But I'm like, do it the way that got you here. Like I really do think that another show that we love, because it's the Traders. If you don't know, and if you know,
yes.
But like, I think that that Traders getting all the Emmys and stealing a lot of their Emmys is really making the producers of Drag Race nervous, and they're like, "Oh, we have to change and adapt." No, stick with what got you to the party.
Because
y'all started losing when y'all was trying to change and be all, you know what I mean.
So here's one thing, something that us fans love to see is the workroom. We now, if this season is doing anything right, it's the workroom drama. I think for me, that's the highlight of the show. Seeing Corey and Lydia hook up, seeing Lexi go off about everything, seeing Susie's success and delusion, seeing Anya like screwing people over and winning. Like all
the only thing that would make it better is if they stuck them in a big ass house and the cameras followed them into the house. And that was also part of Untucked, like, and everything, instead of just behind the scenes, like, the green room. Because that's what Untucked is. Untucked is the green room. Yeah. What happens in the green room. But
no, I mean, and for all the things that we just mentioned, the show is great. But as Stoney said, the tent poles are these iconic challenges.
And what built you and what got you here, these are the things that people go to when they talk about Drag Race to the non-Drag Race person or the non-Drag Race fan. Oh, do you watch Drag Race? Oh no. Well, let me tell you, it's about this, and then they do this thing called the snatch game. It's like the match game, but with drag queens, and then it's so funny, and it's so, like, and then they go to these things. They do a musical, but it's a musical, but with the RuPaul spin on it. It's like that's why it's called a musical. Like they go to these things to like explain the series and get people hooked in. And if you aren't giving the new folks the good of the things that, hooked everybody else,
right,
you're not going to hook the new folks.
And my thing is,
everybody else is like, okay, don't judge this. Like,
and my thing is, I understand you can't do exactly the same thing every season, because one, we've seen it. Two, every year a new generation is being introduced to the show. So yeah, switch it up. Add some of the social media queens. I'm here for all of that. It'd be dope if there was some type of.
Well, you're talking about cast makeup, but I'm talking about
I'm talking about
formula DNA.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I'm saying like the formula can change slightly. So
it's the makeup on it's the.
It's paint. Hard to say.
That's the thing. It's the paint on the.
Let me ask you a question though. Everything that we just talked about, is that why the musical wasn't what we're expecting? No, it was the actual musical itself, the material that they had on this musical, because there's no way in the world you're going to give me the Wicked Wiz of Oz, a a franchise or a story or something that is so iconic on several different levels, and the story that y'all came up with is you guys are auditioning for parts.
Well, it's also it's a bunch of it's so many musicals in one here, because the way that it was structured is it was structured like the musical A Chorus Line. A chorus line is basically the behind the scenes, is basically like a behind the scenes look into what it's like to audition for a Broadway show for actors and dancers and singers and stuff like that. And each character has a story and stuff like that. And you go and you learn a little bit about them through the process of watching them as a casting director or producers would from the audience, because that's the perspective that the whole thing was set in.
Okay.
So what they did was they took that particular musical premise and then was like, so why don't we do that, right? But with Wicked, The Wiz, and The Wizard of Oz.
Here's the problem. Wicked, The Wiz, and The Wizard of Oz were all stage plays and musicals.
Which is what A Chorus Line is also.
I get that. But what I'm saying is, why not do a mashup of...
did have movies, well, the Wizard of Oz was a book and then a movie first, and then it became a musical, and Wicked was a stage play, then a movie. The Wiz was a movie and then became a stage play.
No, I said that wrong. Wicked was a stage play, then it became a movie.
Then became a movie.
The Wiz was a stage play, then became a movie.
No, it was a movie first.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. I promise you. Because the drama behind it was that Diana Ross really wanted to do that role. Remember, Stephanie Mills did it first on Broadway.
Stephanie Mills. Why does she keep coming up?
Yeah, Stephanie Mills did it on Broadway first, and they wanted to turn it into a movie. And that's when Diana Ross was like, okay, well, if it's going to be a movie, I want to be Dorothy. And she campaigned until they made her. And they had so many issues with it because she was in her 30s. And
correct. Yeah. Greatness. King may correct greatness. No one else can. But the King can.
But so with all of that, though, regardless, we didn't need a chorus line, to be honest with you. I would have preferred that you actually added the magic. Like after seeing Willow Pill and her musical, after seeing Anitra and her musical, after seeing like musical after musical after musical.
Plasma in the musical last year.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
So after seeing all of these great musicals, and these were just the most recent ones, there's been some really good ones over the franchise.
I forgot what last year's musical was called, but I mean, don't get me wrong, the overall musical from
Sound
last
of
year,
Music.
The Sound of Music,
yes,
it was okay. The music was bumping,
That's what I'm
even
saying.
with the recorded tracks and everything like that. That was probably one of the most banging as far as musically, musicals. And you could probably play the tape back and go back to last year, and I'm saying the same thing.
Yeah,
but like it was like Sound of Music bangs, like Sound of Music bangs. Freaking the one with the Anitra's one.
Wig Loose.
Wig Loose, yeah.
That was magic. But see, that's what I'm saying. These were all magical. Or Moulin Rouge. Yeah. I love that one.
Yeah,
like. It was all
with Lady Campton. Oh my goodness,
yes.
Lady Campton.
Santine. No, she wasn't Santine. She was
the mustache guy.
Damn, but y'all know what we're talking about. She killed it.
She didn't want that role either, but she killed it.
So, with all that being said, to give us a mashup of three of the most iconic shows, movies, books, or
the premise of another iconic, because the chorus line is iconic. It really is.
I mean, yes, but what I'm saying is these are all standalone. Like you didn't have to add a chorus line to it. These are all standalone.
It's like the whole thing is literally a chorus line, but about Wiz, Wicked, and the Wiz.
Right. I get that.
It had nothing to do with that. Like honestly,
that's my problem. That's my point. That is my point.
Line, but with the Wiz, Wicked, and Wizard of Oz sprinkled on through.
For something as magical as those three stories, I would have loved for them to actually
do the whimsical, to do the stuff like that, instead of using a chorus line as
right. And I'm not hating on a chorus line. I just feel like the music, the themes, the looks. Okay, y'all gave us the looks.
Like if y'all want to do a chorus line, y'all could have did just a draggy spin on a chorus line. But like to have those three be the spin on a chorus line because you guys wanted to do a chorus line rusical, like I think it didn't do the three. The Wiz, the Wicked, the Wizard of Oz service. It didn't do it. It didn't do a service. And like you said, no slight to chorus line, but it's a mashup that was clunky at best.
I mean, because it feels like these three are such great standalones.
I agree
that you don't need to add. I mean, if you're going to do a chorus line, then just do a chorus line. Don't throw this franchise or these themes into it. Just do a chorus line, and I'm pretty sure everyone would have enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But I feel like it just makes you anticipate more from the story of it. For me anyway, because I have not seen a chorus line. I saw something. I was watching Pissed Out with Plasma. Monet Exchange was hosting and Plasma was the guest. And
it was a great pit stop. It was a great pit stop. I love Plasma. I love Plasma.
So
I love her so much. Plasma, we love you.
Monet Exchange admitted that she had never seen The Wizard of Oz. And I think everyone has the same age. You didn't see The Wizard. You've never seen The Wizard of Oz? Oh my gosh.
And then my next question to Monet is, how old are you? Because if you did, but then I remember that Monet technically is, what happened?
I don't know.
Did it get picked up?
No,
no?
It's lighting back up. Go for it.
I
don't know what that was.
I don't know. So then I reminded myself that I don't like Monet isn't from here.
What do you mean?
I don't think she's from here.
She's from New York.
No, like I don't think she was born here. Like I think she's from like one of the islands or something.
Oh, this little girl here is Priyanka.
Yeah.
This was Thor's girlfriend or little
betrothed.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
She was betrothed.
It was an arranged marriage. But what
so
was
she's a widow. The widow Thor.
No.
Priyanka.
He named her.
Said my granddaughter's name wrong. She is the product of my dog Busy, who's her daddy. Yeah. And then Muffy, who was this, dog who moved in. Is the best I could say.
Yeah. And my mom was here. But anyway, that really made me lose my train of thought with the show. Hi, sweetie. Thank you. But all right, let's get into it.
Yeah.
So
let's get into the musical. Yes.
So let's start with, as we know, episode 7. Aya Nurs won the snatch game, and Lana Del Rey sent Crystal Envy home.
Right.
So we come in this episode, and everyone's talking about how they're going to send edible arrangements to Lana Del Rey because she sent Crystal home because Crystal was a good competitor.
Yep.
She was gorgeous. I watched her with your packing. I'm like, oh my gosh, she looked good.
No, she was like, packing.
She looked good.
She was packing.
Her outfits in the background looked really good too. Like I would have loved to see her go all the way. But here we are. I'm going to jump into this episode with the casting for the Rusical. So let's see. We'll start with Kansas Dorothy because there was a 3-way battle for the Kansas Dorothy. This was the traditional Wizard of Oz, Judy Garland Dorothy. And the 3 competitors or queens that wanted to play that role was Susie Toot, Sam Starr, and Acacia Forgot. Quickly, Lexi jumped in to say to Sam Starr, "Girl, no, this ain't the one you want. Trust me." So she didn't.
Right. So she ended up getting the evil witch,
the Wicked Witch, which no one else actually went for this character. So it was the character for Sam. Put a pin in that. Then there was this little back and forth between Susie Toot and Acacia Forgot. And Susie Toot was being very political and strategic with her game. Not knocking you, Susie. Hey, gotta do what you gotta do. And if
Yes.
she fall for it, she fall for it.
Hey,
But she was just saying, like, this
I saw
isn't
the
the role
Aries
for
in it. I saw the Aries working. I was like, oh, you working? You go ahead.
She was just saying how like Rue wants something different from her, and like she should really play a different role, like the Green Witch or something like that. And Acacia Forgot was feeling very targeted the way. But once again, Lexi jumps in, and my note was Lexi jumps in and takes up for Acacia. Actually, Sam and Lexi jumped in on that one. It was like, no, Susie always gets what she wants. Let Acacia get this one. So Acacia ends up getting.
I want to hear you breathing.
Acacia ends up getting Kansas Dorothy. Put a pin in that one. Who do we have?
And Susie ends up claiming
the Green Witch.
The Green
yes,
Witch.
Susie gets the Green Witch. So then, let's see. I'm gonna just yell out the ones that was like no competition. Like Lydia Butthole Collins wanted to be a flying monkey.
Right.
Lana Del Rey wanted to be the Tin Woman. Lexi Love wanted to be the Lioness. Arietti wanted to be the Scarecrow.
Yep.
And Anya Nurse wanted to be the Harlem Dorothy.
Right.
No squabbles with any of that.
Nope.
And again,
who's the blackest person in the room? Anya. Even though
she is,
Corey Kyng is there.
Corey Kyng don't know what she is. She's mixed up in so many ways.
Yeah.
In so many ways. And my crush on her has definitely disappeared.
I still you have come around because
I still admire her, but because she is a blonde. Corey Kyng, what you see is what you get. And I think what I was doing was trying to see what I wanted her to be.
Now, kudos to Corey Kyng going viral.
For what?
She did a live. I think she did like a stream with. She got up in Michael Jackson drag.
Oh! I saw that. I guess she is going viral because I saw that.
Yeah, she's going viral. So yeah.
Did you saw it?
Yeah. She's like, that's just great.
How'd you feel about
it? She's doing Michael Jackson drag. Like I don't.
Okay. All right.
I'm just like, oh, why is this going viral? But hey, kudos. Go ahead, listen, Corey Kyng.
However you get
it. And please comment.
So, since we're talking about Corey Kyng, that's where the next bit of drama come in. Because Corey wanted to be the good witch.
Yes.
But so did Jewel Sparkles.
Yes.
Now, usually these are the two Kiki Kaka girlfriends. I mean, there's a bunch of them, but they're in that group of they're not the Kumbaya girls.
No, they're the drag queens apparently, because they're like you can't be a drag queen around them. So I'm gonna call them the drag queens.
Okay. Well, the drag queens.
You got it.
The drag queens.
No slight deal, but it's just the name of the clique.
Yeah, that's their clique.
Yeah,
but they got into it because they both wanted this, and Corey's story was that this character is calling for a busty booty type of witch, and Jewel said, okay, but they're providing us with those things. They're not providing us with comedy. And shut her up one time. And then Sue, because they kept going back and forth, they started like exchanging some words. And Susie said, okay. Everybody that wants Corey Kyng to get this role, raise your hand. And no, she was the only one, but she was doing it strategically.
Yeah, of course.
Not for Corey's benefit, trust me.
No, not at all. And that should let Corey know something.
But nobody else raised their hand. So that should shut her up again.
That also should let Corey know something too.
Yes, Corey, this is what they think of you. Now, I've always said I adore you.
You got a strategic vote for the role that you wanted.
And she said,
from the Aries in the room. I'm telling you that is, and then no one else voted for you. That is not a good sign. It's not a good sign as an Aries. I'm telling you, it's not a good sign when the Aries gives you a strategic vote. It's not even a sympathy vote. It is a strategic vote. It's different. Didn't even give you a non-vote either.
Right.
Mm.
One way or another, that role ends up being Jewel Sparkles. And Corey Kyng is left with Flying Monkey number 2.
Yeah.
From there, they go to the stage so that they can record their vocals with Michelle Visage. And then after they get finished recording their vocals with Michelle Visage, then they do choreography with Jamal Sims. Who puts the D in what?
Dancing.
Oh, there we go. And then we get the performances. Now, I think, and we can talk about. Actually, let's go down this list in this order and talk about their performances and how you feel about it.
Let's do it. And it looks like it's in the order that they performed. Actually,
almost not exactly.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
So we have the Green Witch, which was Susie 2. Susie 2 originally wanted to be Kansas Dorothy. She for whatever reason she highlighted her Adam's apple, but her look was very good at the end. I didn't even realize that it was highlighted until they highlighted it on Pit Stop. But no, her look and her performance though was really good.
Yes.
Was it winning?
Who?
Susie 2.
Susie 2?
What do you think that was a winning performance?
I thought it was definitely a top performance.
It was a top performance.
It was definitely a top performance. Hold on. What?
What? What's wrong?
Why am I drawing the blank?
Susie 2 was the Green Witch.
I know, but as far as who won.
Oh, where's she at? Where is she at? Here.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. But no, it wasn't the winning. It wasn't. It was definitely. I would say
good.
The second
I was
best.
Entertained.
I was going to second best of the night for me of all the performance. Second best.
I wouldn't say that was my second best. Would be the very next person on this list. Actually, the Good Witch, which was Jewel Sparkles.
That would be
hers was funny. It was entertaining.
See, the top 4 for me are very, very close. Well, except for the first, except for the winner. The winner clearly won. To me, the winner clearly won. Like it was honestly to me the
standout, the highlight of the show.
Right. So like yes, to me Susie, then Jules, and then we'll get to my fourth one later. But Jules was absolutely positively great.
She was on point. Honestly, if the winner wasn't in this competition, I would give it to Jules. Honestly, not Susie. I would give it to Jules. So we're going to go from what we think is one of the best performances to what I think is one of the worst performances, which was Kansas Dorothy. Yeah, which was Acacia Forgot. I don't know, girl. You in trouble because. Hey, Mom. Because her performance was dead. AF. Like I just did not. I was teased in the past because like one of my friends used to say I was narcoleptic. Fall asleep anytime, anywhere, don't make a difference. In this situation, I had an opportunity and a reason to fall asleep. You have the role, the highlight, the one that we supposed to cheer for at the end.
At the end, yeah, you got the closeout,
and you put us to sleep. I mean, the vocals weren't strong enough to carry you for a lackluster stage performance. And when I say lackluster, I was giving you a little bit too much.
Yeah, you can't drive on those. You know what you can't drive on?
What? What you can't drive on?
When your car has a what?
A flat? Yeah, that's what. And I want to be fair. Although Acacia Forgot has not been one of my favorites this season, she gave me moments to enjoy. This was not one of them. And I kind of wanted this to be your moment, Acacia. This was supposed to be your moment. I mean, you beat out two people who would have perfectly did this role. Sam Starr, I think, would have killed it. And I know Susie too would have killed it without a question. And you beat both of them out for this role to put me to sleep. This is my harsh moment for the day because you know how I'm always being particularly harsh on a particular. It's going to Acacia right now because I love for a queen to prove me wrong. I love it when I feel like, oh, they're not doing. Oh my gosh, where did that come from? And this was that moment for you, and it didn't happen. And now I'm just sitting here hoping that you know this lip sync very well because that performance is scary for me, girl. Just saying. In other news,
yeah, I don't have anything more to add to that other than yes.
Yeah. So Harlem Dorothy, played by Acacia. I'm not Acacia, damn. On your nerves.
Yes.
Let me not take a sip.
Yeah.
How did you feel about Anya Nerve's performance?
I thought that it was spot on. It was spot on. Spot on. Hence why to me, she was the fourth best of the night, but she was spot on because it was spot on. Like spot on.
Spot on don't give you extra points for me. And I'm saying that because I'm not taking anything because I know sometimes my words may come off a little harsh.
That's why she's fourth in mine.
I just
if
don't
you look at it, she's one of the four best performances of the night.
I have something to that. Put a pin in that. I was wondering when you was going to do that. But I feel like Anya's performance was the definition of this episode. It gave what it needed to give, nothing more, nothing less. That's how I feel about Anya's performance. Do you agree? Okay.
Yeah, it was spot on. I said spot on. Like, I don't understand. Like how I'm not communicating the same thing you just said. I said it was spot on. Like,
heard. On the nose.
It hit the button.
It was on the nose.
It hit the button.
Yes.
Like, I can't, did its job.
You sat over there with him and you was chilling. You come over here, you want to fight. Anyway, next is the Wicked Witch, which is the role that Sam Starr inherited in such the best way. And this character is inspired by Cher. Now, we know that Rue loves her some Cher, so don't fuck it up. And if you don't fuck it up, you stand to be in a really good ranking in that episode if you do good with Cher. And I must say that Sam Starr is the star of this show. One, in my opinion, these are my reviews from this. One, because she gave me something so different than everything that she's given us before. Two, because she did a very good impersonation of Cher. Three, because her vocals were on point. Four, because she was on point with her lip sync. Five, because the way she worked the stage was unmatched by any other girl in this episode. It would sound like I am liking Sam Starr. Well, I don't. I told you I won't.
You're on the cruise. It's okay.
No, I'm not.
It's all inclusive.
No.
It's all right.
No. My job all right, is to give critique.
Do the butt stuff, and there's butt plugs.
No. Let's not get this confused. Hey.
She's like, what? What do you mean?
My job on this show is to give critiques and to be honest about these girls' performances. I will read a girl for the slightest thing. So I am fair enough to praise a girl when she does a good job, whether I like you or not.
Okay.
I like Corey. She sucks. I don't like Sam, and she fucking killed it.
Yes.
You can't
I
deny
love you, Sam.
greatness.
I love you.
You
cannot.
can't deny
cannot.
greatness
Why?
because Stoney said so.
Yes.
Oh, that's what Stoney said.
Yes.
Because that's why I got you.
Yeah, I know.
No, but you can't the thing that I wanted to see from Acacia, and Sam didn't need this moment per se because she's already been in the top rankings anyway.
She won a maxi challenge.
Like she didn't need.
Like, people forget that she won a maxi challenge.
The moment I was, I did too.
Yeah, see.
But at the end of the day, this was her moment.
Yeah.
This was Sam's moment, and she took it. And it was wonderful. I'm glad she did. Thank you, Sam Star.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely amazing performance. Had Cher down, and it was so crazy seeing somebody so short do Cher.
Right.
But pulled it off. It was like, oh.
Granted, the only reference that she had to pull from for Cher was burlesque. The only reference that she had. And she still gave us that.
Yeah.
So
never, and that's the thing. You never saw the Believe music video. I think that is required gay viewing too. Because it's Cher Believe. Do you believe?
Do I know the song? Yes. Have I seen it?
Really? And you were well within your teens when that video came out.
Really?
Yes.
I blame my mom. We weren't allowed to listen to anything but gospel music growing up.
I feel something inside myself. Really don't think it's broken down, no.
So, after we had this amazing performance from Sam Star, we have the trio. I'm gonna call all three of them out at the same time. We had Scarecrow, Tin Woman, and Lioness, which was Ariette, Lana Jure, and Lexi Love.
Yes.
Now, I said put a pen in it because honestly, their part was my favorite in the entire Rusical.
I would go as far as to say, because there's always a little place in the Rusical where there is a trio, that is doing something, especially because typically the Rusical comes a little earlier. I think they switched the Rusical and Snatch Game, honestly.
Yeah, I think so.
It's weird. But there was last year there was the three the three German ones with
that was amazing.
Q and everything.
That was a Q, Tsunami, and Plain Jane, and it was amazing.
It was different groups and stuff like that. So there's always a little section where there's a trio or something, or at least one, and. Right. I would go as far as to say that this is one of the best trio performances.
Yes, it is.
That we've seen in a Rusical, And last year there were two good ones that because everybody was you know what I mean. But and then the one thing I can say is that this Rusical bucked the trend of, because typically they reserve the recording for all-star Rusicals. They do the recordings
for all-star
Rusicals.
That is very true.
On the regular season, they lip sync over the tracks.
Yeah,
and everything, because that's what they did last year. That's what they did the year before. That's what they did with Moulin Rouge and stuff like that.
That is so true.
And then when they get to All Stars, that's when they lay the tracks with Leland or or something like that.
Right, and that's even recent. With also, I'm thinking about the All Stars with Trinity K. Bonet when they did the different queens, they didn't lady tracks for that. They just lip synced over it, even in that season. So it's not even like it's something that All Stars always did.
Right. It was fairly recent that because Trinity was on All Stars 2, right?
No, 6.
Star 6.
All Star 6. Yeah.
Huh. Huh.
Yeah. Because both her seasons were 6. She was on season 6 and All Star 6.
Huh.
Stat Boy. Yeah. Let us know.
But yes, so
Ariette again was Scarecrow. I think that she hers was
safe.
Yeah.
All were safe. But no, to me there wasn't anybody in there. As a group, it was great.
Right.
But individually, there wasn't any one performance that eclipsed,
that's true.
Susie's,
Jules,
or
Sam's,
or Anya's, because we talked about Anya.
I don't know about that one. I think that if you would have made Anya the lioness, she would have been just as safe as Lonnie. Lexi.
But if you put Lexi in as Harlem, Dorothy,
I feel like that's true.
She ain't safe.
That is true.
She is not safe. Could you see Lexi doing all that choreo?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I get it that she could roller skate, but roller skating is one thing.
Right.
Choreo is another.
That is true. Okay. Give you that. Then we have our flying monkeys. I'm going to say flying monkey number 1, Lydia B. Collins, aka Butthole Collins, and flying monkey number 2, Corey Kyng. Now, Corey, I feel, is filler. That was about Lydia, in my opinion. And one, because I feel like Corey made herself background. Granted, like that was a choreo that Jamal Sims gave them, but like her entire performance gave background. This is Lydia's moment. I'm just in the background.
It gave very couple performing in a musical.
Yeah, and Lydia was a star, and like okay, Lydia's Tina and Corey is Ike. It may be called Ike and Tina, but everybody came to see Tina. So, it wasn't a standout performance. Again, I think overall this has been a very okay. It's a nice show to watch. Certain girls gave me, and then we have the runway, and the category was parasols or cells. How do you say the word?
Parasol.
You know, the debutante walks around with the parasol umbrella.
Basically, an umbrella that you
sit in your drinks.
Used in the daytime to provide shade, like fancy smancy, flat looking kind of ones, and yeah.
Anybody want to highlight?
I thought Lexi Loves was amazing.
Hers was this black and gold gown, body tight,
that was
and
all
like
embroidered
and the boobs were like
solid
gold plated.
Yeah.
And she walked with the brim of the.
And we think it's the gold. It had like gold accents, like kind
I'll
of.
let you finish that first before I talk about the actual parasol. Go ahead.
Yeah, and and then she had white hair.
Oh, the white hair was everything.
And then this beautiful face on. Oh my Lexi. Gosh! And then she had this gold cane.
Well, all right. We thought there was the brim and then there was the handle of the parasol, but when she turned, the parasol was actually a headpiece.
Fascinator. Yeah, it was like a fascinator.
And the handle thing was actually a cane, a golden cane.
So it looked like when she took, it gave the image, and then it was a reveal. Like, oh no,
it was a beautiful reveal.
Get a fascinator. I was like,
it was.
Shit.
Oh, like. Gagged.
Yeah, I was like, that was amazing.
That was
amazing.
That was great.
Great runway. Like great runway. Like that right there, great runway.
Jules Sparkles had a really good runway as well. Hers was all black. All right, so Jules and Lana, I gotta put them together because they both wore like all black. Lana was a vampire with it though. I think they both were very good. I think Jules obviously was
who did it better?
5-10 steps better ahead of Lana's, but Lana looked great.
Did it better?
I want to highlight Sam Stars.
Oh,
she had this crazy pattern that was like from the parasol to the gloves to the gown to the hair.
Yes,
like everything was tied in together. She looked amazing. It was a good night for Sam Star.
Yes.
In my opinion. And like her runways are always good.
Yes.
But between the competition and the runway, this was an amazing night for Sam Star.
I thought Susie looked hot. Like it was like very nude, and then she had this like blonde platinum finger wave wig on, and she had the little cap on.
I wouldn't give her anything extra.
It was
honestly.
Like very, It was a leotard, yeah, I get it, or a bodysuit, whichever one. But she looked hot. She looked hot in it. Good job, Susie.
I want to talk about Lydia B. Collins because her look wasn't bad.
It
I'm
was
just
terrible.
tired of these headpieces.
Yeah.
I think if she took away the headpiece and gave me big drag hair, she would be on point. Like she would just be it in
looked
that
so
situation.
crafty to me. Like it did. It looked crafted. It looked extremely crafted. And I don't know if that's what you're
Butthole.
going for.
No, stop.
But
Stop. You're not doing. You're not. If I have to guess, then you're not doing it right.
Like, yeah, if that was, and if the runway was the main challenge, you'd be in danger, girl. That
So
runway was terrible.
I think if you stopped with these headpieces, it's not working. It's not conceptual because no one gets it. No one.
Mm-mm.
Stop with the headpieces, and you're like 10 steps ahead of yourself already. Because you're not a bad queen at all.
No, you're not.
At all. But it's just like you hide your face too much, and some of the details on your pieces be like, okay. And let me be clear. Lydia Butthole Collins is one of the best queens. And I'm not saying like she's in the top 4 because she's not. Not in my book. In yours? No. I don't think we've ever ranked her that high up. But when I say she's one of the better queens or one of the best queens, I think it's like she has something about her that, you know, she's a cute little twink, but a fierce queen.
And the elimination, she is now in my bottom 3. But
say what?
I said with the elimination, she is down in my bottom 3. But you know,
I mean, now,
yeah.
But I mean, before like Crystal went home, I don't think so. And I'm not saying that because I think that. Well, let me take it back a little further.
She bobbed, but no.
She was. I mean, she hasn't been in the bottom 3 ever prior to. Honestly,
she wasn't consistently. There'd be
I don't know. This like I have high hopes for Lydia, and I'm not talking about the competition. I mean in life.
Yeah,
in life.
Because of spoilers and stuff that we kind of know.
I know.
We're serious drag journalists, so we're hoping that it makes sense that that is the case. But we'll get into that in the off season. Yeah, but yeah. Oh
wow.
Yeah,
I did that on purpose.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow. Anyway. Honestly, in terms of like bad critiques, I don't know that I know people didn't necessarily like Acacia's look. Mm-mm. But nobody was actually bad in my opinion. It was just like good and better.
Mm-hmm.
So
runway was pretty solid.
Yeah, Arietti, of course, Arietti. Actually, no. So let's go back to Acacia.
Arietti was good. I mean, it wasn't.
Wait, no, I have to go back to Acacia because as much as I say like she wasn't like the best,
she gave you hair though.
Her, because y'all know I love some big hair.
Yeah,
she had a big wig with a parasol, with more, with another wig, with another parasol, and her parasol in her hand. Mm-hmm. Like, if the challenge was parasol, she met it. If it was looking good while doing it, I don't know, not so much.
So the winner or the top, there was 4 tops and 2 bottoms on that got left on the stage after the Safe Queens. The Safe Queens were Lexi Love, Lana Jarre, Arietti, was that it? Oh, and Lydia B. Collins.
Yeah, Lydia.
They were the Safe Queens. And then you had the top 4 of Susie Toot, Jules Sparkles, Anya Nerve, and Sam Starr. And then the bottom queens were Acacia Forgot and Corey Kyng. And the winner of this week's Maxi Challenge is Sam Starr. Congratulations, Sam. You deserved it. You absolutely won this Maxi Challenge.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I am so happy for you.
So congratulations, Sam Starr. Y'all, listen, I've made my personal feelings very clear.
Man, you can't deny it.
But my professional feelings and thoughts is you won and you deserve it. I think this episode, I don't want to say that you worked the hardest. I feel like you just have it. I don't feel like it was like she had to pull something super special out of her. Mm-hmm. I just feel like she just has it. And that's why she was able to do it. Mm-hmm. She was the one, in my opinion, who was the most out of her head and willing to have fun. And I mean, there's no question about the look. She's always going to pull a look. And she did. But her performance this episode, Brava. Brava mama. Special guest judge this episode was Adam Lambert. Of course, Jamal Sims sat in. I don't know why they put him on a panel. Anyway, that's personal. Not that personal. Not that personal. It's about as personal as Sam Starr. Just yeah, it's not on that level now. But we have Acacia Forgot and Corey Kyng who are lip syncing to one of Adam Lambert's songs. I think now, because I've complained about these lip sync songs the past couple of episodes, I actually enjoyed the actual song. I think that Corey Kyng pulled a lot out in this lip sync. I feel like Acacia did some stuff too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I'm not. It was definitely back to normal.
What a lip sync should be.
After, and especially with the judging of the lip syncs and stuff, and the judging in general, it was definitely a return to normalcy after last week's fever dream that was the Snatch Game for this season. At least it wasn't a nightmare like season, 14. It was a nightmare, but like, hey, I'll take a fever dream over a nightmare any day.
Right.
But yeah. So Acacia and Corey lip synced with that song, and Corey won. So Corey Kyng,
wait.
Yeah.
Before we talk about it, because yes, Acacia lost.
Mm-hmm.
Corey Kyng won.
Mm-hmm.
Corey Kyng was killing her lip sync. Did the split, hit went down, came back up. Wig did not come back up with it. No, we just saw Lana do this last week.
Right.
Listen, now
and honestly, I was like, okay, well, okay, so I think the rule is when it falls off, you gotta put it back on.
That's the only thing that's making sense right now.
Because if you just leave it off and just keep performing, Ru's gonna send you home.
That's what I mean, because maybe I've misinterpreted everything else, and that's the only thing that makes sense to me right now.
Yeah.
Because Lana put her wig back on, and Corey Kyng put her wig back on, and to me, it's because honestly, Acacia wasn't doing so bad that she would have been disqualified if I went off the rule of if your wig fall off. And then Lydia Butthole Collins say in her confessional, I told her to tape it down or to glue it down, and she didn't listen, and that shit still happened. Send her ass home.
Right, and that's the thing. Look, y'all are on RuPaul's Drag Race. This is not the bar. If you at the bar, shit happens. Everybody's been drinking. Your wig fall off. Oh, it's all right. Even if you pick it back up and put it back on.
Hey, Wendy.
Even if you pick it up and put it back on, we still like, give you dollars. You know what I mean? Here's your dollar. Like, because it's a bar. We don't care. Like, we all drinking, having a good time.
Right.
But RuPaul's Drag Race.
I feel like I had this conversation with you, but I didn't have this conversation with you. If it's in the bar, we're going to just go with the flow. Like I'm actually. Look at we're going crazy. She did it. She put it back on. We're going crazy.
But if I'm paying, to stream this shit, or cable this shit, or if I'm paying to see you on stage at the Met, the any type of theater, you know what I mean, and stuff like that, and stuff like that, I don't want your fucking wig falling off. No. Unless it's a part of the bit, and then you're tearaway under a tearaway type of shit. If your wig falls off, I am disrespected, especially when I'm paying to see you. And yes, I am paying to watch you.
Oh yes, and it ain't cheap. Because we got other streaming services we paying for too. And we got to pay for that one. Oh, come on. So, I am not.
For once, Comcast is like, okay, because I get free Peacock.
I am not okay with Queen's wigs falling off on TV. On TV. Like, that's the stage that you don't fuck it up on. But some kind of way, Ru was giving leniency to this
people who put their wigs back on. Yeah. So
So if you ever get on Drag Race and you on you have to lip sync for your life, hell, it might even save you if you put your wig back on. Who knows?
Just put your wig back on because it saved Lana.
It sure saved Lana.
So yeah. So Acacia forgot,
Was sent home.
sashayed away, and we have forgotten. Thank you.
And yeah, so
Yeah.
now
So
we
now
we're looking
we're down to however many people now. One less than
9.
last week.
We have 9 queens left. So we're getting down to the wire. We're on season 8. That means that we have 8 more episodes to
Mhm.
go with 9 queens. Makes sense. We can make it work, right?
Yeah, it's top 4. So
Yeah, that makes sense. So what we need you guys to do is make sure that you subscribe, hit the bell notification if you're watching this on YouTube, so that way when we go live or when we put out notifications that we're going live,
Oh, real
you'll
fast.
get it.
Top 4.
Oh, yeah.
Bottom 3.
Okay.
So my top 4 in this order.
In this order.
In this order. Sham Star.
Sham.
Sham Star. Yes. On Your Nerve.
It's bold. That's bold.
Yes. On Your Nerve. Susie Toot. Jules Sparkles.
Okay.
Those are my top 4.
My top 4. On Your Nerves. And I'm going to try to put this in order. Susie Toot. Jewel Sparkles. And if I gotta be fair about it, it's going to be Sam Star.
You are being unfair by having Jules, who has no wins.
I don't care.
Above 2 wins, Sam Star. 2 win.
I don't
2
care.
win.
I don't care.
Sam at 2 wins.
You know why? Because Jules has proven to us that she's more versatile than Sam Star. And we also know that RuPaul can be biased. Means nothing to me. I get statistics, and usually I go by the numbers. I'm in my feelings, okay? Let me be in my feelings right for
Clearly.
And I said what I said.
Oh.
Now, you said bottom 2?
Yeah, bottom 3.
Bottom 3. Oh, man. I know things, but my bottom 3 would honestly be Corey Kyng, Lana Jure, and Lexi Love.
Lexi Love. No, my bottom 3 now
I know.
is going to be Corey Kyng, Lana Jure, and Lydia B.
I know. And honestly, I'm waiting for Arietti to do something. That's going.
Arietti is barely out of my bottom 3.
That's what I'm saying.
She's barely.
That's what
out
I'm
of my
saying. Like right
3,
now, she is so.
Win. Even with the 1 win,
she's so transparent right now.
Like she is just ahead of
Lydia.
B. Like just ahead.
Yep. So there you have it. Let us know in the comments. What is your rankings?
Yeah, tell us your rankings.
Who's your top 4 and your bottom 3?
Tell us, take a guesses as to why he's bitter. Why he's bitter Baron over here.
What makes me bitter Baron? Who am I bitter about?
Sam Star. You not giving her.
I'm not.
Flowers.
I'm not being bitter. I just sat here and praised this girl for 15 minutes on the show for her performance.
Putting her in the top 4, and she is 2 wins.
No, I didn't struggle.
You got one person with no wins over her.
I sure do, and it's gonna stay that way.
I love you, Sam. I do.
I don't like you, but I will give you your flowers.
Hi.
Yeah. Tell your mom I said hi. How about this? Hey, Trinity. How about this? Hey, Trinity.
And look, see, it's just Sam. Don't get too offended. All right, the King has a taste for the younger vintage, and
the younger vintage.
Yes, the younger vintage.
So vintage, but the younger ones. The newly vintage. You just got your vintage status. Is that what you mean?
He likes a little bit supple, little supple.
I mean, let's be honest.
You do.
Let's be honest about this.
Tender.
Hold on. Let's be honest about this, because we know what I like.
And Jules compared to you, Sam, is a little tender.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So, Sam would fall in the category of some of the stuff that I might like from time to time. You know that. Sam is not it for me.
Yeah.
No, it's cool. It's fine. We okay. Have fun.
I love you, Sam.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Yes, I will. It's gorgeous. Yes.
Because he's Stoney, that's why. I had to say it because
Exactly.
I messed it up earlier.
Exactly.
Anyway, thank you guys again. Make sure you hit the notification bell so when we go live, you'll know. Join the comment section. Share this video. Help us get the word out there. Every week we're talking about RuPaul's Drag Race. Not next week because we're celebrating the better half of greatness. But stay tuned. And we didn't even talk about the other show.
Traders is awesome.
Man.
Team Danielle. Team Traders. I am. I don't care.
Do y'all watch Traders? Like, I feel like we should do a pre-recorded show for Traders.
Yeah.
Because every time Traders comes on,
I think we'll do a special. We'll do a special where we will sit and talk about Traders. Do you want to do it after the season is over?
See, here's the problem. It's gonna be all old news at that point. And Traders is so good, y'all.
Yeah, it is. It is awesome.
When I'm telling you, there's a reason Traders stole the Emmy from Drag Race.
And Alan Cumming stole the Emmy from RuPaul as the best host.
Oh, the shade.
Alan Cumming.
Oh, the fashion. Oh, the treachery.
Traitors. If you know, you know.
And if you don't know, go to Peacock. And binge season 1, season 2, and catch up on season 3.
If you are in the Philadelphia area, then you get Peacock for free. If you got Xfinity, which 9 times out of 10, 9.9999999, 8 times out of 10.
So if you have their internet, you'll get Peacock.
Mm-hmm. You get Peacock for free.
I just switched my internet provider too, and it wasn't to Xfinity.
Yeah.
Crap.
Yeah.
It's okay. I got Peacock, and I'm enjoying it. You should. Love you guys so much. Stoney is. Oh, Priyanka is giving y'all her love. Anything else you want to say to these wonderful people, Stoney?
Go ahead, Priyanka. Tell them. Say thank you for coming. God bless you and good night.